Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, when I just got off the Sun Princess, Tony and I went on this excursion. It's a jungle trek and Mayan ruins. And Tony had a really good time. And I had half a good time. Tony really enjoyed the jungle cruise. I, however, had a completely different experience. Okay, I feel a little better now I showered. Let's talk about this excursion. So, we had a choice. At the beginning there is two, because we're going to the ruins and we're going on a jungle trek. So we had a choice of getting on the boat to go on the jungle trek or the bus ride to go to the ruins first. And we got separated into a group that goes on the jungle trek boat trip first. We went, waited for the boat, got on the boat, and Tony and I both sat in the front seat so we could film and get good location. Right at the bow of the ship. Tony took the left-hand side, I took the right-hand side, right up against the front of the ship. And then the guy comes down and he starts talking. And then he goes to me and says, "Excuse me, sir, you're going to have to move over because I need to sit where you are." So he sits down in front of me. Now, when I say sit, he doesn't really sit. He kind of stands the entire time, where he is about 8 to 12 inches from my face. Because I can't back up any further. I'm right up against somebody else's leg already, and their back, and their knee, and the other seat, etc. So I'm back as far as I can move from where I sat down. Had they said, "Hey guys, we're going to be standing here, you might, be careful of that," I would have chose a completely different location in this boat. It's not a big boat. It's not a place you can wander around. So that was not a great start. And then when we start off, we get hit with a rain shower. And I mean a rain. It's storming out. That we all of a sudden, everybody was wearing ponchos and hats and covering, and I put my rain hat over my head, etc. We all put our phones away and started taking out our waterproof cameras, etc. It was horrible because you're speeding along in a boat and the rain is beating on the side of your face. Like it's hitting you really, really hard. So it kind of started us off in a little bit of a miserable scenario. And we ended up having to take cover for about 25 minutes or so under a bridge, where we just kind of talked, and he kind of talked about heroes of the area, but not really knowing as an expert about what it is. When we started asking questions, he didn't really know what it was. But I appreciate this was not a normal situation, and he was just trying to keep us amused and entertained while we were underneath this bridge. Then we started off and we had to backtrack. We backtracked to where there are manatees. And this is when a second person came up to the front, and they stood in the front holding a rope dead center of the front of the bow of the boat up on the top, the flat part. And then he stood directly in front of me, and they're both looking for manatees to go, "There's one, there's one." Now, keep in mind, this is not crystal clear water. This is not 10-foot deep water. This is 60 to 80-foot deep water, and it's mucky and cloudy. You are not seeing manatees. The only thing you see is boop, boop. For about 3 seconds, literally, the nose sticks up out of the water and breathes, and he goes, "There's a manatee over there." But of course, I can't see nothing. I see somebody's behind and somebody's legs. That's all I see. So I stick out my 360 camera and I hope to catch something on film somewhere on my side of the ship, and I see nothing. Nothing again. And so it finally clears up some more, and we're zipping along and we're looking for things, and we see, I did manage to get a shot of a tiny crocodile on a log. I saw a giant termite nest up in the trees. We saw a few birds along the way. Apparently there was a monkey in the trees that nobody could see. kind of disappointing nature site that way, in a way. I've been on so many more better than that. And not to, but remember, I'm getting in a foul mood in my head because, first of all, I can't film anything. I can't see anything. Tony's got good shots. They're out of his way. He's on the left-hand side of the boat, and I'm completely blocked. And it's very frustrating for me. Well, we got that done. We did stop on the boat tour now for lunch. Nice little place, buffet kind of lunch style, chicken, jerk chicken, and stuff like that. And then we got back on the bus for the ruins. Now, the ruins, I had a good time. I especially liked these ruins because, unlike many ruins you go to in Cozumel and, places like that, Cancun and Mexico and everything, you can't climb them. You can just look from down below. But here, there were 3 or 4 you were allowed to climb. And it was really fun to be able to do that. Now, unfortunately, because we had the rainstorm and we were delayed, we were about 45 minutes behind schedule when we arrived there. And so our ruin time was cut short dramatically, which means I had barely enough time to climb one ruin after the tour guide gave us a tour and explained some stuff. So we climbed up to this one that seemed to be the tallest one at the time. And it is a climb, folks. It's kind of like Norway if you've ever gone up into the fjords. And when you're climbing, you will see that the stones are uneven. They're not even steps, etc. And then at the final peak, when you're climbing up, there's not even a handrail there. You're kind of handrailing on rocks that are there, a rock ledge. So it is, a lot of people stopped right there and then turned around thinking, oh, I'll never be able to climb down the rock part to get back down. Really nice view up there. Spectacular sight. Again, I wish we would have had more time, spending more time up there. Investigating the ruins, walking around, seeing more, climbing different peaks and see what it would have looked like from those areas. I think right now they have 13 buildings uncovered, and there's over 300 buildings on the site that still haven't been uncovered yet, which is really interesting to me, and I would have really liked to spend more time. Now, once we were up to the top and ready to go back down, the tallest one, there was another staircase, and this staircase was only for people going back down, and it had a railing all the way up to the top. It had more of a step, wooden steps on the way down, so you could hang on, take your time, and go down slowly. Much easier than the climb would have been going down the other stairs that we took to get up to that level. So keep that in mind if you're ever there. It's much better. But that is a kind of a reason why 2 people on the exact same excursion can have 2 completely different experiences simply by one sitting on one side of the boat and another sitting on the other side of the boat. 2 completely different experiences. Tony, wide open shots, looking for manatees, looking for crocodiles, looking for nature, looking for monkeys, looking for iguanas, looking for all that. Done. But 12 inches from my face. That's the difference in my experience and Tony's on the exact same excursion. So if you're ever going on these excursions, don't sit on the right-hand side of the boat. Trust me. Don't sit on the right-hand side of the boat. Well, what do you guys think? Do you think luck of the draw? Or maybe they should have let me know that was going to happen, because why did I even bring a camera on this trip? Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.